Hello and welcome to the W.B. Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined by the head wrestling coach of the Hofstra Pride, Dennis Papadatos. And Coach, happy new wrestling season.
Yes, we're here, right?
You're the start of your 5th season. Can you believe 4 years have flown by?
I can't. I actually can't, to be honest with you. But here we go.
Well, here we go is right. And the Pride open up this weekend, this Sunday, at the Princeton University Open. Obviously, a couple of weeks of preseason for you. And tell us where the team stands right now.
A lot of limbo. We're only having 8 guys wrestle attached and 7 guys wrestle unattached. So we'll have 15 guys competing, but we're not sure what we're going to do with certain guys on redshirting yet. So we're making everyone who hasn't redshirted yet go on attached, except Sage Heller, because Sage is wrestling 100%. So Sage is going to come attached. But besides that, we're sending everyone unattached. They're going on their own for probably the first 2 weeks, probably for the Northeast Classic. Then we're going to make decisions on who's redshirting, who's not redshirting, who we're going to use, and move forward. So we'll have 15 guys competing. The 6 other guys that aren't are obviously a little hurt right now, so that's why those guys are out. Some of them are almost back. Just won't be ready this weekend. So like I said, it'll be good to gauge where we're at, who we got, what people are able to do. We just did wrestle-offs. We had some interesting results, so I'd like to see what they can do against other competition. So we're excited to see what we got, but things seem to be trending up so far from what I can tell.
Well, you hit 2 points that I was going to come up with, but first let's go back to wrestle-offs. You had wrestle-offs last week in the wrestling room.
We did them in the room.
Tell me, what were the results there? If you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, there were some interesting ones. Like, we got some true freshmen. I personally think it's the best overall true freshman class that Hofstra Wrestling's brought in, and probably quite some time. Maybe overall, what they bring is great. Their work ethic, their grades, their kind of kids they are unbelievable. So the freshmen have pushed everyone. So the upperclassmen are wrestling much better because they're being pushed by freshmen who work and are doing better, and the freshmen come in. Jacob Martin didn't have his best day at wrestle-offs, and Dylan Ryder won both. He actually pinned Jacob. It was a close match, and then he put him on his back. So there you have a true freshman right off the bat that people were concerned that he wasn't big enough to be a 25-pounder, and he's already 10, 15 pounds over 25 and winning match. We'll see how he does. He's going unattached. So Dylan, he's a worker. So we're excited about Dylan Ryder. Trent Olson won all his wrestle-offs, who transferred in. He looks very, very good. We're a little banged up in 41 and 49, didn't have any wrestle-offs. 57, Chris Morello just did some exhibitions. We got his weight under control, so he's doing a better job than last year. This year was here all summer. He's in shape, so we're excited to get him firing all cylinders. Ricky Stam looked great at 65 in his exhibition wrestle-offs. Sage Heller won his wrestle-off, looks as good as he's good as ever looked. He looks really good right now. Another example, Trey Rogers won his wrestle-off. But there's a good example of Oxley has made such a big jump that even though Trey beat Oxley 2-1 in the wrestle-off, and the jump that Oxley has made from I've so far, we'll see how it looks in competition, I've never seen anyone make as big of a jump from a redshirt junior to a redshirt senior in my whole life.
And you feel really comfortable with
that? I feel really comfortable that we
Excellent.
may be able to redshirt Trey because Oxley's going to be a 5th-year senior that we feel is going to get the job done for us. And Trey will come back as a 97-pounder because we got Nays back who won his wrestle-off, and Nays looks good, so he's a 5th-year senior. So it allows us to pick what weight's going to be really good for Trey because Trey's another special true freshman, kind of like Dylan. And Zachary Knight Ward transferred in, and it was a little bit, he's good, and it's a little bit of a fluke, but he pinned Omar in the wrestle-off, and he beat Reggie. But there's another example. We're probably still going with Omar. He caught him in something nice. It happens. I can't remember a time that Omar's ever been pinned in our duel ever. So, we're going to, Omar's going to come with us. Ward's going to wrestle unattached. We're still kind of leaning towards wrestling, obviously Omar. But so it's exciting, man.
With these 2 extra weeks of extended preseason at the Princeton Invitational and Northeast Classic the following week, are you more concerned about the future redshirt years, or are you more concerned with putting the best team out there as you have in the past at times?
A combination of both. And I'll give an example of that. We're going to try to put forth the best possible product. But a good example is right now, Trey looks good. He's a really good true freshman. Oxley got a lot better. Trey did win the wrestle-off, but we feel like we'll be better off that Oxley's going to be able to get the job that we need to get done this year, and we can make Trey really ready for the next 4 years of his career because he's really, really good. So like there's an example where maybe Trey's a little better. He did win the wrestle off. I watched practice, but for the future of Hofstra wrestling, we can probably get away with redshirt him because we're very confident with Oxley right now. I can't preach enough. I cannot believe the jump Oxley's made since last year. Like it's been a very pleasant
What do you
surprise.
attribute that to?
The freshman coming in and pushing everybody.
Okay.
Afraid, like, oh my goodness, I may not start over a freshman. I got to work, I got to get better, I got to work. And it's a senior year, there's an end in sight. He's just putting everything he's got into it. And maybe he didn't before, but maybe that sense of it's almost over. Everybody looks so much better. Nays looks great. Oxley looks great. The other guys that are back, Sage looks better. It's finally coming together.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
What's the most important thing you want to see from the Princeton University Open this weekend?
Who can compete? Like, let's see how we can compete with the Hofstra singlet against other opponents. Because the next week we're going to do the same thing. Everyone's going to go. The Northeast Classic got switched. Our redshirts can wrestle in it now. So our redshirts going to be in the same bracket again as our guys. And after that, we're going to make a decision. By Rutgers, this is our lineup. You know what I mean? That's the plan. It still may be Jacob Martin. There may be Dylan Ryder. Matt Templeton's competing. Ward Poole and Omar. And there's some other weights. Trey may wrestle this year still. I'm just really happy with Oxley right now. So we'll see. So that's it's a good news that we get to extend it 2 more weeks to really figure out what's going to be best for this year and best for the future.
Okay, Hofstra at the Princeton University Open this Sunday, November 4th, beginning at 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
And that's at Jadwin.
That's at Jadwin.
And hopefully all our alums from New Jersey, and we have a lot of them, will come out on Sunday and support the team. Some great teams involved.
It's a good tournament, man.
Second
year in existence. Last year was really well. Chris Weidman fights the night before, so we're all stressed out because I want to go watch Chris's fight. Madison Square Garden is going to be difficult, so I got to be with the team in Princeton that night as well. But and hopefully we should by then our new assistant that's just finalizing some of the stuff should be official. We're hoping.
Yep.
Just waiting on 1 or 2 more things. We still can't announce, but maybe today.
Well,
right?
what we can announce is that Jake Patagio has left, become head coach at University of Mount Olive.
And he's a good boy. It's good luck, Jake. I still talk to him often. He reaches out and asks me for advice. I tell him I don't know what advice I got for you, but I'll help you any way I can. So,
and also we can announce Michael Hughes as the new volunteer assistant coach, All-American Michael Hughes.
Last year, and obviously Mike Patridge stays on staff, and we're really excited about the person that should be official to kind of really a smooth transition. So far, with that and how the team's going and the freshmen, even though we got 11 new guys, it feels like an unbelievably smooth transition this year.
Well, great, and good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.